The lotus flower is one of the most sacred symbols of an open and loving heart. In Buddhism, Hinduism, and the yoga tradition, it has come to symbolize unconditional love, purity, and enlightenment. And yet the lotus plant grows out of the mud. Its roots are deep and full of holes. The mud and water literally flow through the roots, anchoring the plant in the muck of the pond. And yet the flower grows up out of the water, untouched by the dirt, pure and exquisite. The broad lotus leaves magically repel the water droplets and dirt, sheltering the flower as it blossoms. The precious bud and petals remain clean and dry. It is only because the lotus has grown out of the mud, symbolic of past pain and loss, that it has the strength to grow up and rise up above it, blossoming in all its beauty. In this meditation, we ponder the lotus flower as a powerful symbol for our own growth in and through love. We consider the divine possibility of blossoming all the way to bliss. So let's begin. Place your hands at your heart in a prayer position. Allow the thumbs and the little fingers to stay together as the other fingers fan open like unfurling petals. This is the Lotus Mudra. Breathe into your heart, filling it with unconditional love, precious and profound. Say the mantra, Om Mani Padma Hum, O jewel in the lotus flower. Breathe out, sending your deep care, compassion and forgiveness into the world. Repeat the mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. The jewel of the lotus is the universal wellspring of love. It is eternal, and you spring from that same magnificent and everlasting pool of love. You are here, in the sky, in the earth, in the water, in the mud. You are the essence of enlightenment, a lotus flower waiting patiently to bloom. You're flowing in the water that falls from the sky's rain, that seeps into the soil and makes the mud from which you blossom. The soil of the earth and the rain of the sky are united in mud, stuck together. You are forever grounded in the earth so that you can grow towards the heavens. In the mud there is darkness and heaviness. Feel into it. Sink into it. Feel the mucky stickiness, but do not think of the heaviness as holding you down, but rooting you to the ground, anchoring you in life. Nothing grows in dry soil. You are safe and at peace in the depths of the stillness of the pond. The darkness holds the light, but it cannot contain it. Light always finds its way into the cracks, shining out brighter, stronger. The mud cracks and light and life emerge. The lotus plant shoots. The mud looks heavy and dark, yet it's not solid. Part of the mud is always fluid. There are cracks that let in light and spaces that make room for growth. The lotus roots find room to dig down deep into the cracks, yet the roots are full of holes, allowing the light in and the mud and water to flow through. It only takes a single crack for a green shoot to grow. You are that shoot now, rising up as a stalk out of the muddy bed, into the water, shooting for the sky, reaching for the stars. You are that single shoot, rising above any circumstances, any beliefs that have left you feeling stuck. Rooted to the past and past losses, you are growing out of the murky depths. It is the strength you have gained from the mire of pain that nurtures you to grow now. The stalk rises up out of the muddy water and grows leaves, big and broad, to hold the budding flower safe, clean and dry above the murky water. The leaves cradle the precious bud, magically repelling the dirt as it starts to bloom. Slowly. You are the roots, the stalk, the leaves and the flower. You are the budding flower and each petal as it unfurls. It buds slowly, each petal one by one. As the petals unfold, the roots remain in the mud, supported by the rain, nourished by the earth, energized by the light of the sun. Each petal unfolds in love. No petal seeks to dominate, to grow bigger than another, to be more beautiful than another. Each is content to unfurl in its place, making room for new petals, reaching for the sun together. Together, they create the beauty of the lotus as it blooms. Each petal unfolds in hope. Each petal unfolds in faith. Each petal unfolds in beauty. Each petal unfolds in gratitude. As each petal unfurls, the lotus flower grows bigger and more beautiful. The beauty grows through connection, in love, petal by petal. One day you will be the 1,000 petal lotus flower, unfolding into unconditional love and enlightenment, pure bliss.